let's go ahead and get started. On our mat, we're gonna do more of a traditional mat Pilates class. The last session we did kind of a circuit flow with a little bit of a contemporary twist to it. So I'm thinking today we'll do a traditional with some circuit involved as well, just so we were like cycling through the exercises and we could really get the hang of them. So with that being said, let's get started seated. We'll scoot forward towards the front of our mat. 2 straight legs with flexed feet, and then arms coming forward in front of you. Taking a big inhale in through your nose. Exhale, roll down to your back slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale to bring your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, tight abdominals, roll yourself all the way up, and then we'll take a big kind of forward fold, reaching for those toes, drop your head, and then slowly restack the spine, arms coming up to shoulder height. And again, exhale, roll it down, 1 vertebrae at a time, piece by piece, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, arms coming up to the sky. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, roll yourself all the way up, reaching forward for those toes, giving your hamstrings a nice stretch, drop your head, and then slowly restack the spine, arms coming to shoulder height. One more time, just like that. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, tight abdominals, roll yourself all the way up and take a big forward fold, reaching for those toes. And then restacking the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Now, if you want to make this harder, we'll bring the arms all the way up, biceps in line with the ears. Same exercise, rolling down, doing the best you can to keep your arms in line with your ears till your head touches the floor. Then your arms will just be up at the ceiling. And then lifting up the head, neck, and shoulders, ears come between the biceps. Roll yourself up, no forward fold for this one. 2 more like that. Of course, you don't have to progress this. If you want to just keep your arms at shoulder height, feel free. And again, exhale, lift the head, ears come between the biceps, roll yourself up, fingers reaching for the sky. And one last time here. Getting connected to your breathing. Inhale, arms to the ceiling. And an exhale, roll it back up. Good, then our final advancement, you could do hands behind the head, elbows wide. Definitely more challenging, so here we go. Exhale, begin to tuck the tailbone under, roll the spine down, keeping those elbows as wide as you can. Inhale to release the spine. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, heels reaching away from you as you roll yourself up. And again, exhale, 3 of these. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, roll it back up. Whew. And one more time. Exhale it down. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, roll yourself all the way up. And let's take a big forward fold, reach your arms forward, relax. Good, okay. So then our next one, this exercise is traditionally called neck pull. It's kind of a strange name for this exercise. Instead of rolling through your spine, what you're going to do is hinge, hinge, hinge with a straight spine until you cannot hinge anymore. Then you're going to start to roll the spine all the way back down. So it's a tough one. Then from there, this is where it gets the name neck pull. You're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders, roll yourself up, and you're going to think of going up and over, and then restacking the spine. And again, you hinge as far back with a straight spine. You're letting your gaze kind of lift up on a diagonal. When you can't maintain that anymore, then you round the spine and slowly roll it down. And then exhale, roll it up. And a big forward fold. And then a restack of the spine. Let's do it one more time, doing sets of 3. Exhale to hinge. When you can't hinge anymore, you're going to start to round the spine, roll it down. And then lift the head, neck, and shoulders, roll it up and over, and then restack it. Good, so that's a whole lot of roll downs that we just did here. So we should be feeling nice and warm through our spine. Make sure you still have space. I kind of started to fall off my mat there. Arms coming forward, we're gonna roll down just a quarter of the way, holding the C curve. Let's take it into our Pilates 100s. Breathing in through the nose for 5 quick counts. Out through the mouth for 5 quick counts. Ideally, our legs are super glued together. Flexed feet, 10 toes pointing straight up to the ceiling. Maintaining that nice C curve through that lumbar spine. Exhale, lift the arms to the sky. Inhale, chest height. Exhale, lift the arms to the sky. Inhale, chest height. Really holding on to our deep abs through the use of our exhales. And keeping the arms lifted to the ceiling, pulse the body up and down a few inches. Every time you lean back, exhaling slightly harder. And keeping those arms lifted up to the ceiling, slowly roll all the way down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Arms coming up to the ceiling, legs coming up to tabletop. Establish an imprint with your lower back so it's totally flat to your mat. From here, exhale as you lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Bring the arms down by your sides and take it into the 100s. Breathing in through the nose for 5 quick counts. Out through the mouth for 5 quick counts. Extend the legs out straight on high diagonal. Keep going. Note that if you feel pressure or strain in your lower back, to keep your legs up higher or simply come back to tabletop. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Returning to tabletop, hands coming to the outsides of the shins, double leg stretch. Inhale to reach the arms and legs away. Exhale, circle around. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. Transitioning directly into single leg stretch. Grab one knee as the other leg extends out and then switch. Switch. Make it really obvious which leg is straight, which leg is in tabletop. Continue moving those legs. Bring the hands behind the head and take crisscross. Opposite elbow coming towards opposite knee. Twisting through the ribs. 5, 4 should be burning. 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees in tight to your chest. Breathe. Let's flip over onto our belly. Last exercise to complete this little flow. We're going to separate our feet about as wide as our mat. Place the hands underneath the line of your shoulders. Taking an inhale, press into your hands, lift your chest, stretching out that abdomen. Should feel good. And an exhale, lower back down. Inhale, press into your hands, lift your chest, extending the spine. Exhale, lower down. So remember, if you're really tight, feel free to move the hands further forward so it's less extreme on your spine. Okay, then from there, if you're all done with that, give your hips a little rock side to side. We're gonna just come into a hover with our upper body, lifting the arms and the chest up, and then lower it back down. Inhale to lift, draw the shoulders down and back. Exhale, lower down. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. Progressing it one step further. Lift the chest and the arms. Reach the arms forward. Bend the arms back in. And then lower the chest down. So we lift, reach forward, bend the arms, lower down. Lift, forward, bend, down. Then progressing it one step further, lift, reach forward, keep the arms straight, sweep them to your thighs, lift your chest slightly higher, and then come all the way back down. 2 more like that. Lift, reach forward, lift slightly higher as those hands come to the thighs, and lower it down. And one more time, lift, reach slightly higher, and lower it down. Press your palms into the floor and press your hips back to your heels. Nice big child's pose, giving those hips a little rock side to side. We're gonna flow through the whole thing over. So starting seated. We'll do shorter repetitions, 3 of each, but we'll go directly into the most advanced moves. Of course, work at your level of advance. So whether your arms are here, all the way up, or behind the head, totally up to you. You could also do 1 in each position if you want. That's kind of fun. Maybe I'll do that. From here, sitting tall, inhale through the nose. Exhale, we're rolling down, 1 vertebrae at a time, piece by piece. Inhale, the arms come up to the ceiling. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Roll it back up. Sitting tall. Next one, roll it down. Inhale, arms to the ceiling. Exhale, lift the head, roll it up. Last set here. Exhale, roll. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll it up. Then we'll do 3 of our neck pull variations. So it's a hinge, hands are behind the head, elbows wide, hinging until you cannot hinge any further. Then start to round the spine, roll down with control. And then an exhale, roll all the way up. Think of going up and over a beach ball as you lean forward, and then restacking the spine against an imaginary wall. 2 more. Exhale to hinge, 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 and very slowly roll it down. And exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, roll it up. This is not my favorite exercise either. Round forward and restack. Last one, but it's good for us. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Slowly round the spine, roll it down. And last time coming up. Up and over that imaginary beach ball. And then restacking the spine. Great. Arms come forward, legs are together tight. Inhale through the nose, exhale, roll it down 1/4 of the way and start to pump the arms firmly, breathing in through the nose for 5, out through the mouth for 5. Concentrate on your legs staying stationary. So super glued together, heels down. Arms lift and lower, lift and lower. Making those abs pull tighter to your spine on your exhale. And then keeping your arms lifted, pulse the body again, keeping those biceps in line with those ears. Let's try to minimize the amount of movement coming from our legs. It's much harder. And then keeping those arms up, we roll it all the way down to the back, 1 vertebrae at a time. Arms to the sky, legs to tabletop, knees over hips, curling up into your chest lift, taking it into the 100s. Breathing in through the nose for 5 and out through the mouth for 5. Keeping your lower back flat. Option takes the legs out straight. Higher legs is easier. Lower legs is harder. You can always come back to tabletop if neither one of those options is working out. Tabletop the legs, hands to shins, double leg stretch. Inhale to reach the arms and legs out straight. Exhale to circle around. Just the arms and legs are moving, the torso is staying stationary. Then single leg stretch, grab one knee as the other leg extends and switch. And switch. Continue moving those legs, bring your hands behind the head, take it into crisscross. Twist and twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees in, take a breath. Nice job. And then let's flip over onto our belly for the last part of the circuit. Separate your feet as wide as your mat. Pick where you're going to place your hands. Underneath the shoulders is going to be the most extreme. Further in front, the shoulders will be less extreme. Inhale, lift the chest, extend the spine for swan. Exhale, lower down. Enjoy that. Get that stretch in the belly. Inhale, lift. Pubic bone stays connected to the floor. Exhale, lower. One last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Okay, from here, we lift the chest and the hands up and down 3 times. Inhale, lift. Last one, lift. Good. Then we lift. Exhale, reach the arms forward. Inhale, bend the arms. Exhale, lower. 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lower. Last time. Lift, reach, bend, lower. Then 3 full breaststrokes. Lift, reach forward. Inhale, lift slightly higher, extending the spine, still looking down, and then exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, reach the arms forward. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. And exhale, lower down. And last time, inhale, lift. Exhale forward. Lift, lift, lift. And lower it down. Plant the palms, press back into your child's pose, hips to heels. Wiggle the tush side to side. All right, good job, you guys. Shift yourselves up to an all fours position. Let's establish shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees. From here, take an inhale, tilt your tail, lift your gaze for cow stretch. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, round the spine, push the ground away for cat stretch. Again, inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Lengthen your spine out to a neutral position so that it is straight. Extend the right arm and the left leg. Place it all back down and then switch. You want to feel that your arm and your leg leave the floor at the same time and come back at the same time. Gripping at the floor, keeping the muscles in your hands nice and active so that you're not dumping into your wrists or shoulders. And on the next one, let's stay extended. From here, with some muscular resistance, start to round the spine, curl into a tight ball. Inhale, reach back out. Again, exhale, round the spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Last time. Stay extended, reach nice and long, and place it all down. Good, let's switch it out. Other arm and leg lift. From there, round the spine. Inhale, reach. Have your thumb face the ceiling when your arm is in front of you. And two more. Last time, stay extended, reach long, and place it all down. All right, we're gonna be moving into our second circuit. So from here, first exercise, tuck the toes, lift the hips up, take it into downward facing dog. Pedal out those feet, alternating, bending those knees, stretching out the calves and the hamstrings, taking any movements that feel nice. Start to walk your feet together, big toes to touch. Take your shoulders, slide them forward above your wrists into a high plank. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Tight glutes, squeeze the inner thighs together tight. Make sure your heels are forward over those toes, they're not hanging back behind you. Let's start to draw the right knee straight up to the chest. Press it out, and then switch. And switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the plank. Place the knees down, lift the feet up. 5 tricep push-ups. Elbows grazing the sides of the ribs. Of course, if you're stronger than I am and you want to do a full plank push-up, you can. Just make sure you're doing it right. When you finish those 5, press it back into a child's pose, sending your hips to your heels. And shifting up, dropping down to elbows and forearms. Hips above the knees. None of this. Stay on top of yourself with your hips above your knees. From here, I've got 2 parallel forearms. I'm going to extend the right leg behind myself and flex the foot, toes point to the floor. Pulse the leg up and up. Imagine you have an ankle weight. Perhaps you do. Feel free to slap it on if you want. Little pulses. So generating your own resistance. And what's really interesting about this exercise is that you're typically going to feel it more in your supporting glute. So if you have your right leg lifted, you're going to start to feel it in your left butt cheek. Draw a little circle with that right leg. Slow and steady. Belly to spine. Make sure you're not sinking into your shoulders here. Keep pushing away from the mat. And reverse those circles. Then we're going to take it into arcs. So you're going to tap your toes to one side of your mat, come back up to hip height, and then tap the other side. All without moving the torso. Trying to completely isolate that leg. It should be burning. Hang in there. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Simply place the knee down, switch legs out, extending that left leg out behind you, flex your foot, 5 toes face the ground. We're a nice diagonal here, make sure your leg's not too low. Then from there, you're going up with that leg, upward motion. So if for some reason you're not feeling this, it might be because your leg is too low. Bellies are tight, even weight through the forearms. Good shoulder stability. Let's start with small circles. Being as precise as possible. And reverse it. Noticing that right glute working to help stabilize you. Shoulders working to help stabilize you. Then little rainbow arcs, so you're going to tap one side of the mat, lift it up, arcing over to the other side, and lifting up. So by now, not only are your glutes and hamstrings toasty, those shoulders should be a little warm. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and place that knee down. Take a brief child's pose, hips to heels, quick recovery. And shifting up to an all fours position, tuck the toes. Let's meet in a downward facing dog. Paddle out. Keeping your feet apart, shift forward into high plank. Feet are apart. From here, we're going to do 3 army crawls. So right elbow, right hand, left hand. Right, left, right, left. Then you're going to reverse it. Left, right, left, right. You can totally do this on your knees if you need to modify. 1 more. And then place those knees down. Brief child's pose. All right, let's repeat the whole thing. Shifting up to all fours, shoulders above the wrists. Inhale, tilt your tail with your sternum. Exhale, round your spine, push the ground away. Again, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Lengthen out to neutral, straight spine. Right arm, left leg. Put it back down. Switch. Keep going. Hand and knee leave the floor at the same time. And come back at the same time. You should be able to perform the second set with more confidence. You know what's up. On the next one, stay extended. Round the spine. Pull the elbow knee together. Inhale, reach it back out. Round. And reach. Round. Reach. 2 more. The last time, stay extended, reach super, super long. And put it all down. Other arm and leg are up. Around the spine. Lengthen. Exhale, round. Push away from the floor. Lengthen. Each time getting longer. 1 more. Stay extended, reach long. And put it all down. Tap the toes. Downward dog. Paddle it out. Feet together for this plank. Shift the shoulders forward. Hold. Find stillness. Each plank you do should get progressively better and better. Stronger. Weight through those fingers. Even the thumbs. Heads up in line with the spine. Tailbone slightly scooped. Let's start with those knees. Just coming straight up to the chest. So by moving your legs, you're challenging your abs and your shoulders to maintain their position. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place knees down. Child's pose, hips to heels. Shifting up into your modified plank, 5 tricep push-ups. Elbows coming to those ribs. Inhale down, nice 90-degree angle. Exhale up. When you finish those 5, press it back into a child's pose. Shifting up, come down to elbows and forearms. Hips above the knees. Don't let your butt hang too far back. Stay on top of yourself. 2 parallel forearms. Right leg extends. Flex the foot. Make sure your toes aren't pointing out to the side. Keep them pointing directly down. Small pulses up. Belly's tight, spine is long. And small circles. Nice and deliberate. And reverse it. Notice that supporting glute. Should be talking to you. Rainbow arcs. Tap one side of the mat, lift, and tap the other side. Lift. Make sure you're getting that leg up high enough each time. Get it up there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place that knee down. Switch it out. Flexing your foot. 5 toes face the floor. Small pulses up and up. Looking down once you know what you're doing, keeping the back of your neck long in line with your spine. And let's start to draw little circles. You can slow it down for the circles. Drawing that circle, think of the energy coming out of your heel. And reverse it. Right where those shoulders start to kick in. Should be feeling it a lot through there. Rainbow arcs, tapping one side, lift, tap the other side, lift. Avoid letting your shoulders dance around with your leg. Hang in there, keep your upper body frozen. And we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Placing that knee down, brief child's pose. Last time here, coming up to all fours, tuck the toes, downward dog. Keeping the feet apart, shift forward, high plank. Again, you can modify this onto the knees if necessary. 3 times, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. One more time. And reversing it 3 times. Left, right, left, right. Last time. And lower the knees, child's pose it. You made it through your second circuit. Nice job, you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and make our way back on to our bum. And let's scooch forward towards the front of our mat. All right, about halfway through, hang in there with me. We're going to curl slightly back into a C curve with our knees and ankles together and holding on to the tops of the knees. You're going to float the legs up into your teaser. From here, extend the arms forward, finding your stillness. With control, you're going to roll yourself down to your back, 1 vertebrae at a time. Letting the knees come over the hips, letting the arms come up to the ceiling. Then letting the legs move away from you a little bit and roll yourself back up. So it's yet again another further advancement. Nice job, you guys. Good. Of that first circuit we did. Those roll downs. I've probably told you before, but one of Joseph Pilates' most famous quotes is that you're only as young as your spine is flexible. So people think it's not a very happy quote, but it really resonates. I mean, you've got to think about it, that everything attaches into your spinal cord and your vertebral column. So if you can't articulate through your back, there's a chance that maybe your right arm hurts because that vertebrae is being impinged, or that nerve is being impinged where it goes into your back. It's just some food for thought. But it's one of his most famous. On this next one, stay here. So that's why we do so much rolling down, so much spinal articulation. The reformer work doesn't quite show it as much as the mat work does. And again here, if you can, start to pump those arms. Breathing in through the nose for 5 and out through the mouth for 5. Abs of steel, don't let it be spastic. We're nice and controlled. We have solid wrists, so no flappy hands. And let's roll it all the way down to our back where we're gonna stay this time. We're gonna take an inhale through the nose. We're gonna take an exhale, chest lift up, bring your hands to your shins. From here, take it directly into single leg stretch. Keep going with those legs. Hands behind the head, elbows wide, but don't twist. Bicycle. You're gonna bend one knee and let the other leg go out straight, then both legs come up. Bend one knee, the other leg goes down, and then straight. Bend, straight. Bend, straight. So the leg that is low is gonna be the one that bends. Woo, that's hard to talk and do it at the same time. Now I confuse myself, there we go. Bend, straight. Bend, straight, elbows wide. If this coordination is confusing, it is. Do the best you can. Bend, straight, bend, straight. 2 more. Woo. Last time. All right, good. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Breathe. Okay, feet flat on the floor. Moving into bridge work. Let's turn our legs out today. So we're in a Pilates feet. Heels together, toes apart, and the heels are not too far away from you. From here, continuing with our spinal articulation, you're going to imprint your lower back. So tuck the tailbone underneath you, and then begin to roll the hips up into a long bridge. Inhale to stay here, and then an exhale, slowly roll your spine back down, one vertebrae at a time, through your imprinted lower back, releasing the pelvis at the bottom into neutral, so there's that natural curvature in the small of your back yet again. And again, imprint, roll the hips up. This is gonna help you with those teasers if those were difficult for you. And then roll it back down, through imprint, back to neutral. 2 more like that, squeezing the glutes. And exhale, roll it down. And one more time, exhale, roll it up. And we'll stay lifted. From here, small pulses of those hips up and down a few inches. Feeling the backs of those legs kicking in. Belly is still tight. You want to think of leading with your hips versus with your ribs. Without rolling through your spine, simply lower the tush, lift, lower, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time, stay lifted, hold. From here, pulse those hips again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll the spine all the way back down and hug your knees in towards your chest. Legs to tabletop, arms up. From here, moving it back into our teasers. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Let your legs move away from you slightly and roll yourself back up. And again, let's do that 3 times. Roll it down. Arms up to the sky. And exhale, roll it up. If this is super, super tough, don't get discouraged. You can always just do it with your legs down like we did at the start of class. This isn't something that usually happens overnight if this is a tough one, because your back isn't as limber as is required for this. Don't get discouraged. This next one, we're gonna stay up there. I think I did more than 3, sorry. And the next one, stay up, pump those arms. Breathing in through the nose for 5, out through the mouth for 5. We've got a wide collarbone, ankles and knees together tight. Hold the arms still, slowly roll all the way down to your back. Arms to the sky, inhale, prepare. Exhale, chest lift up, hands by the shins. Single leg stretch, grab one knee as the other leg reaches out straight. We're gonna get to try that crazy bicycle we did again. Twist, or sorry, just straight and straight. Good, okay. Now, hands behind the head, elbows wide. We're going to reach one leg up, one leg down. So this is one of the positions you always want to hit. The bottom leg, the one that's low here, that's the one that's going to bend, and then they arrive. Again, the bottom leg, that's the one you want to bend and arrive. Bend the bottom leg, arrive. Bend, arrive. We got to exercise that brain too. Whew. 5, elbows are wide. 4, 3, 2. It's kind of fun once you get the hang of it. One more for fun. All right, hug your knees in tight to your chest. Rock side to side. Okay, we've got our bridge work. So 2 feet on the floor, Pilates feet, heels together, toes apart. Exhale, imprint the lumbar spine, roll those hips up. Inhale to stay. Exhale, roll the hips back down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Little inhale to reset. Exhale, engage those glutes. Begin to peel the spine up. Inhale to stay. Exhale, roll it down. Next one, stay lifted at the top of your bridge. Make sure that you're flat through the front of your hip joint here. So what we don't want is like a crease in the hips. Really use those glutes to press the pelvis up, and we'll start to pulse and pulse. Don't jam into your lower back. That's why we want to keep those hips leading up. We keep our ribs knitted together so they're not all flared out. No offense to yoga, but try not to do a yoga bridge. From here, go all the way down and up, tap, lift, tap, lift, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last time, stay lifted, hold it, baby pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it all the way down. Hug your knees in tight to your chest, rock side to side. Okay, we are going to rock ourselves all the way up and then make our way onto our knees. Moving right along, you guys. Kneeling glute work. So coming into the center of your mat, let's go ahead and let's do our right leg off to the side first, and then we'll lean sideways with our left hand on the floor. We're gonna lift up this top leg to hip height. We're going to have our top hand onto our hip. Change it up a little bit from how we normally do it. You're gonna flex your foot, you're gonna bend your knee in. I want you to think of rounding your spine, like you're trying to bring your forehead to your knee. Then as you extend the leg out, it's actually gonna go behind the line of your body, and you're gonna arch your spine slightly as well. So we're flexing forward as if you're doing a crunch, and then we're extending. You can point the foot and arch. Flex, and point, and flex, and point. Move slow if you need, so that you don't topple. And 3, and 2, and 1. Of course, we're gonna hold it. We're just gonna assume our starting flat position. Toes can point, draw a little circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Rainbow arcs. Front, lift, back, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the foot down. Press yourself all the way up. Take a second. Inhale, exhale. Okay, hands to heart center here. Foot on the floor is flexed, toes are pointing forward. We lean into a diagonal. Exhale to come up. Inhale, lean. Exhale, rise. Good. Use your hands, press into each other firmly. Don't let your arms be like loosey-goosey here. And 3. My hips are changing from horizontal here to a diagonal. Make sure you're doing that. Move your pelvis. 2. Sorry, lost count. Last one, I'm gonna hold it here. Again, pelvis is at that diagonal. Hold. You should be feeling burning sensations all through this top oblique. Hold. You can do it. Make sure your head's not on crooked. Keep that neck long. 5, 4, 3. We're not gonna come out of this. 2. What we're gonna do, put the hand down and come into a preparatory side plank. So reach your top arm to the sky. Loving it, I know. Bottom leg to the back, top foot to the front. We're holding. If you've got wrist issues, feel free to drop down to an elbow and a forearm. Woo, good. From here, we arc. Top arm comes up, side bend. And resume your side plank. Exhale, side bend, push away from the floor, and side plank. 3 more, side bend, side plank. Good, 2 more, bend, reach, 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 and plank. Last time, bend and reach, 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 hold, regular side plank, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower yourself down, shake it out. Woo, tough stuff. We're gonna go directly to the other side, okay? So starting with our glutes, come to a kneeling position, kick your left leg off to the side, and assume your starting position. Hand on the floor is in line with your knee that's on the floor. We lift the leg, we flex the foot. We wanna think of bringing our forehead towards the knee. So take a wrist, get compact, then point the foot, and you're gonna reach slightly back, extend the spine, flex the foot, crunch, point the foot, extend. Good job, you guys. As you start to gain a little more confidence, feel free to take bigger risks. Maybe move slightly quicker, just slightly, not too much. 2 more. Good job. 1 more. Then we're gonna assume our nice straight out position here, toes point, 5 circles. Quick, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rainbow arcs. Front, lift, back, lift, tap, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, place it down, press yourself all the way up. Take a nice cleansing breath. Okay, hands to heart center. Foot on the floor is flexed, 5 toes forward. Inhale, lean, press into your hands firmly. Exhale, arrive. Inhale, lean. Exhale, arrive. Hips, tilt. You guys that are reformer, you guys that know how the reformer works, I want you to think of doing side overs on the reformer, like when you catch your foot underneath your strap. It's the same kind of position of your pelvis where it tilts. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's quite okay. 3 more. And 2. Your last one, you're gonna hold it. You're gonna feel that both sides of your waist are theoretically equal in length. We're not all like, yeah, equal through both sides. We're holding, we're squeezing those hands together. Our head is on straight in line with our spine. Hold, transition into that side plank. Place your bottom hand onto the floor. You guys made it. Top arm to the sky, top foot to the front, bottom leg to the back. Same idea, 2 equally long waistlines. Then from there, you push away, you become arced, and then back into a side plank. Exhale, arc, inhale, plank. Press through the tips of your fingers. Keep both of your knees nice and straight. 3, and 2. Last one, but we are gonna try to hold the side plank like nothing ever happened. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower yourself down. Nice job, you guys. Okay, we're gonna repeat the circuit. We're gonna go a little quicker so that we're not like super like extending our session by too long, but I wanna repeat this and then we'll stretch and then we'll be done. So hang in there. Okay, so let's lean ourselves over. Lift up that top leg, flex the foot, hand behind the head, elbow wide. Round, curl into a tight ball. Point the foot, extend. Flex, curl. Point, extend. 3 more. Let's just do 5 of everything. 1 more. Wait, no, didn't I say 3? Let's 1 more after this. And extending to a straight line, 5 quick circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5 arcs. Tap to the front, lift, tap to the back. That's 1. And front, and back. That's 2, and 3, to the side, place it down, press yourself up, hands to heart center. 5 of these as well. Inhale, lean. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lean. Exhale, rise. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Hold for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the hand down. Arm to the sky. Side plank. Top foot's the one to the front. 5 arcs. 5 side bends. Exhale, bend. Inhale, plank. 3. And 2. And 1. Hold the side plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself down. You guys are so close to being done. Let's do the other side. Kicking that leg off to the side. Hand on the floor in line with your knee that's on the floor. Hand behind the head. Elbow wide. Flex the foot. Bend the knee. Look at it. Point the foot. Extend. 4 more. Flex. Look at your knee. Point. Extend. Good. 3 more. And 2. 1 more. Directly out to the side. 5 quick circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rainbow arcs. Tap, lift, tap, lift. That's 1 set. And that's 2. And here's 3, 4. Last time. And place that foot down. Press yourself up. Hands to heart center. Press firmly so you're nice and solid. 5 of these. Inhale to lean. Let the hips go. Exhale to come back up. That's 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And 3. And 4. And this one we're going to hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank. Top arm to the sky. Top foot to the front. Bottom foot to the back. 5 side bends. Exhale, push those hips up. Reach your top arm over. Inhale, back to your starting point. Exhale, push. Inhale, hold. Exhale, push. Good job. 2 more. And last time. Still holding that nice, beautiful plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your knees down. Take a centering child's pose. Excellent work, everyone. Rock those hips side to side. Woo. Time flies when you're having fun. All right, let's shift ourselves up to all fours position. Tuck the toes under. Lift those hips. Take it into down dog. Pedal out. Take any movements that you like. Take your right hand. First off, scoot your hands back a little bit. Then take your right hand and grab onto the outside of your left calf and kind of pull yourself under for mid-back twist. Replace your right hand. Take your left hand. Grab onto the outside of your right calf. Pull yourself under for a twist. Feel free to bend your knees, especially if you're tight. I like to pedal out personally. Okay. Replace your hand. Lower yourself down to your knees. We're going to take a stretch called Mermaid Stretch. It's one of my favorites. So you're going to bend your right knee, bring it up in front of you. The left leg is just kind of tucked up behind you. Okay, it's really technically parallel to the short side of your mat. We're going to come down onto our elbow and forearm. We're going to take an arm all the way up and over. Big stretch. We're almost done, I promise. Top arm comes back up to the sky. Now you're going to twist, reach underneath your supporting arm, just enough. Square your shoulders off to the floor. And reach that top arm back up to the ceiling. Press yourself up from there. Grab onto your front knee with your hand. Use that as some leverage to pull yourself up and over. You guys deserve all those stretches through those obliques. And then coming up from there, still keep your legs how they are. Take your shoulders and turn them to face that bent knee. I like to do one hand on the knee, one hand on the heel. Then I'm going to kind of push into it as I look over my shoulder, twisting my spine. One more big inhale, twist a little bit deeper. Exhale it all out, and then we'll switch legs out. Okay, so left leg comes up in front of you, right knee is tucked up. We're gonna come down onto our left elbow and forearm, and this right arm just takes a big side stretch. Top arm comes back up, then from there, twist. Bring that hand kind of underneath your supporting arm. More so focus on getting your shoulders to face the floor. Feel that rotation through your mid-back. Start to come out of that. Press yourself all the way up. Grab onto the front knee. Use it to pull yourself over. And then coming up from there, both hands are going to come onto that right leg. So one hand on your knee, one hand on your heel, and you're going to twist your spine, gazing over that back shoulder. Little spinal rotation. Take an inhale, twist a little deeper. Exhale, come back to center. Good. Bring the soles of your feet together, butterfly stretch, just so that we're not ending on a rotation. Take a nice inhale, grow tall through the spine. Exhale, forward fold towards those toes, feeling the stretch across your low back. And then when you're ready, you can press yourself all the way up, fold those knees in nice and tight, and you guys are all done. Thank you so much. Awesome job. I'll see you guys next week. Have a fantastic weekend.